In today's topic, I'd like to discuss symptoms of a bad starter and what causes starter to go bad and how you can bench test for a bad starter. So the way the starter work is that you're gonna have two posts, one going straight to the ignition switch and one going straight to the battery. This one that goes straight to the battery is always hot at all times. There is power flowing to it at all times. And you got the battery ground, which goes straight to the body of the starter. Basically, the starter is mounted on a bell housing, and that's considered ground. Now, when you turn the key on ignition switch, it's going to activate the solenoid, and that's going to cause the gear to plunge out and engage with the flywheel for a manual transmission or flex plate for an automatic transmission. So I have a list of the most common problems that I normally occur when the starter is bad. So the first four is going to be all internal. So basically you're going to have bad brushes that can worn out, bad Bendix, the internal windings can be shorted or open, and you can also have bad bearings. The second most common causes that I have noticed is engine oil leaks. When the starter is saturated in engine oil, it can definitely kill the starter immediately. I have seen brand new starter that fell after a few attempts. Another common cause, obviously, is bad solenoid. So when the solenoid goes bad, obviously the starter is not going to function at all. There'll be no response. Let's move on to the next one. So basically, the next one is pretty common too, is an overheated starter. So basically, this normally happened in two reasons. Number one, either it was a very poor design where the starter is mounted right in the middle of the engine, right below the intake manifold. That will cause heat to constantly accumulate, and that will definitely kill the starter. I see this happen a lot on Cadillacs especially. Another common causes is going to be missing heat shield. Some starter has a heat shield on it, and that's to protect the starter from the heat. It basically deflects the heat. And when the starter has been replaced and the mechanic did not install the heat shield, that can also kill a brand new starter as well. Another most common causes is also going to be poor installation. I have showed up to job sites and I have seen starter that's just practically just dangling at an angle. So basically this is improper installation. When you install the starter, you want to make sure it goes in straight and flushed against the bell housing. I have seen starter missing one bolt and the other bolt has been tightened. It's out slightly at an angle. When this happens, this is going to cause the gear over here to be misaligned against the flywheel or the flex plate. So basically this will cause the gear to start to wear out, and basically that will definitely not allow the starter to work anymore. So now let's discuss the symptom of a bad starter. So basically some of the symptom is going to be no sound when turning your key. Another symptom, you're going to hear grinding noise, you're going to hear clicking noise, or you're going to hear rapid noise. Basically this gear is plunges outward and spins extremely fast. Basically not really engaging with the flywheel. So I'm going to show you guys how to bench test for a bad starter. So first thing first, you want to get yourself some alligator clips with wires. Okay, you're going to need three of them. And next, you want to take this wire over here, should be hot at all times. That'll be connected to the positive side of the battery jumper. And the body of the starter should always be connected to the negative side of the battery jumper. Next, get yourself another alligator clip and connect it to the positive side of the battery jumper. This part is going to be used to activate the solenoid. So again, you want to have a wire that's hot at all times You're gonna need ground, and you're gonna need something to activate the solenoid. So basically this part here is going to be like the ignition switch that's sending power straight to the solenoid. So let's go ahead and let's bench test it. So turn the power on. Let's activate it. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Let's get a better visual this time. So there you go. That's how you bench test for a bad starter. Thank you for watching Top 5 Auto Repairs, and please subscribe.